These two questions are a follow-up from one of my online Qigong classes. The first is about worldly time. That's the time that passes during our waking hours. The second is about the Yi and the Shen. Here's the first question. After we finished, I felt my feet really stamped into the ground. That was quite remarkable. Quite a remarkable change, as I did not feel a lot of grounding before now. The difference in the effects of the exercises were quite noticeable. Fascinating. The question I have, again, regarding wind speed. When I listen closely and close my eyes, I almost stop moving outside. So I wonder whether you recommend practicing with open eyes in that case. It's not that I'm falling asleep, but because there is so much going on inside that I get aware of. Here's the answer. The eyes are only one of the tools used in Qigong. They help you to focus and guide the Qi. That's done through the observation of the movement, even using peripheral vision. You're looking at the areas, the meridians where you're guiding the Qi. So peripheral vision along, say, lung meridian. Once you're able to listen to the Qi, to have passive awareness of it, and have that immediate, tangible feedback, the eyes can be closed. However, there are a few examples of wood exercises where the eyes should always be kept open in order to help focus the liver Qi. The breath is also just one of the tools used, and when practicing in a Qigong manner, you no longer need to use it to assist in the guidance of the Qi or the movement. Instead, you're listening to the internal movements, and the external movements can slow down, even stop as you do this. The second question is, you mentioned the inner work with very slow movements, what I was just talking about, in one of your emails, which I was not familiar with. I might have a notion of what you mean, but I cannot transfer it somehow. I struggle to set up a Qigong practice here at my place, which gives a proper framework to my everyday life. It feels a bit like getting lost in time and space when I practice these slow movements, and time passes so quickly outside. Of course, it has a wonderful quality, but also my mind interferes with this, giving me the hint that I have to consider worldly time to get things done. So it makes me anxious to continue in that no speed. Asking the Shen to slow down does not have enough power, and I have a bit of a mind battle then, which I'm annoyed about. I know it does not help, as this is a waste of energy, so I tried to find a balanced solution. Thanks. Okay, an answer to this one. Yes, you can get lost in these exercises and find that the planned 15 minutes has turned into an hour. If you try to practice and are also clock watching or clock aware, you're not truly doing Qigong. If you're time limited, set an alarm on a low volume for the amount of time available, but take 5 minutes off that. Give yourself a 5-minute buffer zone either side of practice. Then you can get some quality Qigong done and still be able to get back to worldly time and tackle the needful day-to-day tasks. Initially, there's always going to be a battle between the Yi and the Shen, except that it's only the Yi that's driving this. The Yi has been dominant all through your adult life, And now you're asking it to give up control whenever asked. The mind battle you're having is between your yi and your willpower, and is effectively the yi debating with itself about letting go. Your battle reminds me of a friend who had a recurring dream. We had both been working with Qi for decades, often teaching together. He knew that his dream was very important, and he had the potential of reaching some kind of understanding in it. But he was well and truly stuck. In the dream, he was in a field and needed to get into the next field. There was a high stone wall that he could not climb. He knew that he wasn't allowed to climb it. There was a gate, and he knew that the gate was his only means of access. Dream after dream, no matter how much he pushed, the gate refused to open. I advised that he step back and pull gently as the gate would open towards him. In his next dream, he got through the gate and into the field. If you try too hard, push too hard, the yi will become even more stubborn. Be gentle. Softly, softly. The yi needs to feel safe. Then, with that gentle persuasion, it will step aside.